Good afternoon, Honorable Rugunda.
Yes, good afternoon, Ndugu Kamya.
Yes, Honorable, I'm so glad to have this opportunity to talk to you and discuss a few things happening.
The praise is mine.
Okay. You having been one of the pioneers among Ugandans in America, went to UC Berkeley,
Yes.
professional doctor, you've had a lot of great experience in living abroad, and I've headed up to be one of the most prominent Ugandan government officials. What advice do you have for Ugandans living here in order to achieve goals like you have?
Oh, well, first of all, I'm happy that Ugandans have come to the United States. They have furthered their studies, they have acquired skills, they have acquired jobs, they have acquired resources. And I'm glad that most of them still consider Uganda as their home and Africa as their continent. It is therefore good that these skills, these resources that have been acquired in the United States should be, in one way or another, be shared with the people at home in Uganda and in Africa in order to promote development, to accelerate creation of jobs, and to fight against poverty. I would therefore say that you colleagues from Uganda in the United States should play a catalytic role in helping to reduce poverty in Uganda, helping to create jobs in Uganda, helping to add additional skills in Uganda, and perhaps above all, mobilizing maximally for investments into Uganda, because investments in Uganda and in Africa means creation of jobs. Creation of jobs means increased income. Increased income means fighting effectively against poverty and therefore bringing about development.
Very good. Honorable, I guess at this juncture I'd like to ask you about your new industry that you're heading that seems to be drawing the groundwork for the new and the future Uganda, where there's a lot of technological challenges we're meeting. Could you just tell us about your ministry right now and what you guys have achieved so far?
The ministry I head, that of Information and Communication Technology, is a relatively new ministry, about 6 years old. It is coming to ensure that Uganda plays her rightful role in the advancement of information technology. Fortunately, the government takes it seriously, and as a result, a national backbone has been built in Uganda, fiber optic backbone. In fact, phase 2 was only launched by His Excellency the Vice President, His Excellency Kandi, only about 4 months ago. Now, Ugandans, as a result of this national fiber optic backbone, are going to get more dependable internet connections, more affordable IT services, and therefore Uganda is going to be able to get jobs for business process outsourcing, be able to deliver on the contracts they will make with bigger companies in America, in Europe, and other parts of the world. So really, we are looking at IT, therefore, as another catalyst for development, a reason for more jobs to be created. And by the way, the aim is to connect people, not only in the urban, but even in the rural areas. So the rural areas are going to become urbanized in the sense of communication. When you are in Arua with good IT services and good communication, or in Mbale, or in Masaka, or in Fort Portal, you'll be able to do business outsourcing jobs in Boston, or in Australia, or anywhere in the world. So IT services are expanding rapidly. I also better add that now the sector has expanded so rapidly that six or seven companies, privately owned, in telecoms in Uganda. And by the way, they produce the biggest percentage of taxes to government from any sector. So they are already making big contribution in terms of creation of jobs, in terms of revenue to government.
Thank you. Honorable Rugunda, I guess we are in Uganda House here in New York, right next to the beautiful United Nations. And you so happen to be one of the best negotiators in Africa that have negotiated different situations, wars. You happen to have represented the government on with the negotiations with KONY. And recently there was a video that came out by Invisible Children about KONY. Could you just brief us about what's your status, what do you think is happening, and what's the future, Mr. Gentleman?
I think the young people of Invisible Children who produced that viral video that has been seen by about 100 million people, those are young men, I think, with good intentions, with innocent intentions. I think they have done a lot already before, and I think they are going to do even more in the future. In that film, they made a few mistakes here and there, geographical, political, but the gist of it is okay for people to know that there is a man called KONY who has led barbaric activities that have led to the loss of life of many people in Uganda, many people in Sudan, many people in DRC Congo, and many people in Central African Republic. Therefore, the world should rightly put attention on him. I would want KONY to be arrested so that he comes and accounts to the Ugandans, to the Africans, and to the people of the world the atrocities that have been committed and other questions that the international community and the people of Uganda in particular would want to put to him. Therefore, I do not have a big quarrel with this video that has been put up by the Invisible Children, in spite of some of the errors and mistakes that it contains. I think the message of more and more people knowing about KONY and his crimes and the crimes of his group, I think is a positive message for the world to know and take decisive and final action against KONY.
Thank you very much, Honorable Rugunda, and it's been a pleasure talking to you, and as well, as usual, it's, you stay a great statesman, and thank you for the work you've done for the government of Uganda and for the people of Uganda and the people of Africa in general. Thank you, sir.
Ndugumale, thank you so much, and keep up the good work, and take care.
It was wonderful.